Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Milwaukee's own Ryan Holman.
What up, Milwaukee? How you guys doing? I know it's a Tuesday night, but you guys, this is Turner Hall. We're here for Kyle Kinane. Give it up one more time. How are we doing, Milwaukee? Much better. I like the sound of that. Man, I'm pumped to be here with you guys tonight. I realized recently that I was going to have to start doing more shows like this one for money. Because honestly, I've got a very, very embarrassing gambling debt that I need to get paid down before they send someone after me to collect. And I don't normally like talking about it, but I feel very comfortable here this evening with you guys. I'm going to let you in on my little secret. About 10 years ago, I gambled and went to college because I thought I'd be able to get a nice high-paying job when I got out, but sorry, Mom and Dad, don't have one of those. I do have 4 very low-paying jobs, so that's got to count for something, I guess. I went quantity over quality on that one, I guess. And for anybody here tonight who's in college, I don't want you to think I'm bashing college at all. It was my fault, it was my bad. I went to community college. Everybody tried to warn me against it, even my advisor. Not from high school, the actual college advisor was like, "You're sure, right? That's what you want to do." Turner Hall is freaking awesome. I love this place. I'm a big music fan, so I've seen numerous shows here. My only complaint, though, is that like sometimes when I'm at a show, I hate when the headlining band will come back on for an encore, even when nobody is asking them to. You know what I mean? Like, there's no standing ovation, nobody's cheering or whistling or clapping or stomping, yet here they come again. This has happened to me the past 4 weekends in a row at church, actually. It's like, all right, guys, we just saw you a couple minutes ago. They must have come back out on stage 3 or 4 times this last weekend. It was insane. And then they have the nerve to pass around that tip jar at the end of the service, like, really? The church isn't paying you guys? I find that hard to believe. And I see people dropping in money left and right. You know what I mean? 5s, 10s, 20s, 30s, personal checks. Like, people really do worship these guys, I guess. It's good for them. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day, good Monday yesterday, and it's kind of exciting. I had kind of a weird day. I personally got kicked out of the club yesterday for wearing sweatpants, too. I was pissed. As the woman was dragging me out of there by my waistband, I was like, are you serious right now? Are you serious, ma'am? This is Sam's Club, correct? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person in here wearing sweatpants right now. And she was like, "No, sir. No, you ain't, but you's definitely the only one walking around with a giant boner right now." And I was like, "Giant. All right, you win." I'll go to Costco. They have better samples there anyways. No offense. So I was heading over to Costco. Driving down the freeway when I passed this big old billboard off the side of the freeway. This is a true story, actually. And there were 4 older women on it. And right across their chests, it read, "Every woman deserves a mammogram." And when I read that at first, I thought to myself, wow. That sounds like something Dr. Huxtable would have probably said, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Hey, that's my only Cosby joke tonight, so you guys can take it or leave it, that's up to you. Just beating that dead horse there, I guess. And I'm not here to like condone or to put down what he did or didn't do, because I don't know, I wasn't there, unfortunately. But I will just say, we all do stupid things, right? Like, it's not just him. Like, we all do, even myself. I don't know, it seems hard to believe by looking at me, but I do. Did this one thing the other day that really pissed my girlfriend off, like to an irrational point. She caught me using one of her precious dream catchers as an egg slicer. I know it sounds stupid, but she comes running into the kitchen in hysterics. She's like, "Oh my God, Ryan, you know that's not what those are for." And I was like, no, I don't, babe. I don't have any idea what these are for. In fact, I don't think that you know what these are for. Besides, I have been dreaming about this egg salad sandwich all day long. So as far as I'm concerned, dream caught. Yeah, food gets me into trouble here and there, as you guys can probably tell. You know that you're getting too fat when even your retainer won't fit. Like, it's a pretty embarrassing situation. Like, even my teeth are bloated now. Wow, it's out of line. I love raspberries, but at this weight, it is very, very, very difficult to get anybody to push their face into my stomach and blow. So I haven't been getting a whole lot of raspberries recently, I'll be honest with you. But if anybody here tonight is into that sort of thing, please find me after the show. My girlfriend says as long as she never has to do that again, she doesn't give a shit who does it, honestly. So that works out well for me, I guess. Take a quick drink. I don't mind a cheer for a Schlitz. Oh man, I hate whenever I'm around the same person or the same group of people for too long and they have a really thick accent, because I always start to catch and emulate the accent without even trying, and sometimes it can be really, really embarrassing. For instance, about 6 months ago I was down in Texas and I was hanging out with my same buddy like the entire time I was down there. He's got a really thick, kind of embarrassing accent, and I knew it was going to happen eventually. After like 3 days being down there, we went out to have a beer with a few of his friends. And as soon as I went to introduce myself to one of them, I was like, because my friend is deaf, and that was the accent that I caught. So you can understand how that might be a little embarrassing, you know? Oh man, I'm glad you guys agree. Man, I think it would suck to move back in with my dad in my 30s, but you know, I can't say for sure because, well, obviously Jesus did it, and it seems to be working out just fine for him, doesn't it? And it's really hard to compare the two, because my dad's apartment or heaven, like, I do understand, and I'm not here to make fun of Jesus. I want you guys to know that right away. I think Jesus was an awesome dude, from what I've read. I mean, honestly, he went around a good portion of his life performing miracles for all sorts of people that he met, and apparently never performed any miracles on himself. I think that's pretty damn cool. I think, though, if Jesus was to perform one miracle on himself, or for himself, even just one small miracle, it should have been to invent the nail gun. Am I right? No. I mean, seriously, think about it, you guys. I mean, Jesus was a carpenter, right? So, like, I'm just stating facts here. I think that would have made his life a lot easier. To have been able to make those tables and chairs much quicker, get on to saving people. Oh my goodness. If my grandmother knew the sort of jokes that I was telling today, she would be rolling over in her grave. Actually, come to think of it, maybe she wouldn't, because, well, my grandmother died in a fire, so obviously she wasn't that good at rolling over, was she? Definitely not one of her strong suits there, Milwaukee. You know, at least my grandfather got to go the way that he always wanted to go, and I think the way that most people would want to die if they had the choice. He was lucky enough to pass away in his sleep. Sure, bet he didn't think that he was going to be driving when he fell asleep and drove off the side of the road, but beggars can't be choosers, now can they? Just, it's not his fault. Oh man. Do you guys want to know a little secret? Yeah. Sometimes when I call my girlfriend babe, I am referring to the pig, and she has no idea. It's her fault. She doesn't come to my shows, you know? She would know right away. It's her fault. No, I make fun of her a lot, but I love her to death. I just finally realized what her favorite sexual position is. It's reverse psychology. Yeah. She's been using that one a lot recently, I'll be honest with you. I know it seems like I probably just make fun of her behind her back like this. Not true. I do it to her face as well. You guys, I like to razz her a little bit here and there when I can. One of my favorite new ones to do is like whenever we're out shopping for something, like making a purchase, whether it's big or small, but we're buying something together. I always like to be like, well, when we break up, who's gonna keep that, huh? The last time I did this, she flipped out at the grocery store. She was like, oh my God, Ryan! Oh my God, are you serious right now? This is milk! This is milk! Are you serious? You think we're gonna break up that soon? And I was like, wow. With that attitude, who knows? When does it expire? And that's not the only grocery store argument that we have gotten into. Actually, the other one related to milk as well. I'm not sure if you guys realize this, but soy milk is not actually Spanish for I am milk. Embarrassing. She was right that time. I thought it was some sort of like fancy Spanish marketing or something like that, not just a different type of milk altogether. She loves it when she wins arguments like that. Also loves it when she thinks that she's, said something like super funny and gotten one over on me or whatever. And when we first started dating, she was pretty funny, but more recently, she's just kind of become rude. For instance, a couple weeks ago, she came into the room when I was putting away my clothes, and she comes up to me and she's like, you know what, Ryan? When we have kids, I bet you I'm gonna be the favorite parent. And I was like, well, you're probably right. Because if we ever have kids, you will be the only one that they have ever met. So by default, I certainly hope that you are the favorite. How you guys feeling, Milwaukee? I know it's a Tuesday night, but you guys are out there. I see you. This is a packed room. Are you guys ready to keep this show moving?